trying to make a YouTube video. Year 7. I sit here in Gotham, in my apartment, looking at these toys, wondering, what am I doing with my life? Welcome everyone to another episode of Versus. On the left, I have the 3 3/4 inch Spinmaster toys from the movie The Batman. On the right, I have the 7-inch DC Multiverse toys made by McFarlane. We are gonna, boom, battle it out here for the Batman supremacy. This movie was absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. After the film, I knew for a fact that, let me just spoil stuff really quickly. The 7-inch Batman, I definitely wanted that. Looked online, sold out pretty much everywhere. I think now it's maybe more readily available, but everyone pretty much wanted that Batman, the 7-inch Batman. Just recently, I believe it's Figure Arts released their pictures of their Batman, and I think it's roughly like $70 pre-order. So just a spoiler alert, I might end up not choosing like any of these here. So yeah, I might end up just like taking all of it back. Also, before we start, there is a play set. It is a Batcave with exclusive Batman and Penguin action figure. The set features an exclusive maskless Batman figure, but it's not accurately comparable to the maskless McFarlane 7-inch figure because he's in his biker costume. It does include Batman's bike without the dirt, which is nice because we have the Bat Cycle right here with dirt on it. However, it is a play set, and there are no play sets available for the 7-inch scale, and probably never will be. Let's just get right into it really quickly. The Batman is PG-13, but it's a very hard PG-13. So the fact that Spinmaster has 3 3/4 inch toys for a Batman film that features a decent amount of violence, very dark tones, and one F-bomb, that is very interesting because kids in that type of film, it's very hard to tango with. More adultish content and children's toys, don't really mesh well. And obviously older kids, teenagers, adults obviously would probably go with the 7-inch scale stuff. So without further ado, let's just start unboxing this. So here we have our first comparison, the 3 3/4 inch Spinmaster toy versus the 7-inch McFarlane toy. As you see with the packaging, you have a red looking style package, very reminiscent of the whole marketing of the film, bathed in red, the logo's in red, and there's like a hint of blue on the 3 3/4 inch stuff. Not much blue besides just a little bit of the shadows and the fog and whatnot. For the DC Multiverse, this stuff is all kind of like the McFarlane. All the DC Multiverse McFarlane figures are pretty much all like a blue background. It's all like one cohesive like series essentially. And then at the bottom you're gonna have your Batman logo. Then on the left is just the Batman, so which one of the figures you get. You get a huge window. Here you also get a window too, so that's actually quite nice. You also get a decent amount of accessories included. Here you only get like one, and you get a stand though too, and you get a card. So I believe here you get some kind of like 3D goggles and whatnot. So we're gonna actually open that up. Oops, right there. Take a closer look. Very interested to see this. This is my second Spinmaster toy. I actually unboxed one for a unreleased Jurassic video showing off plastic quality. I might do that eventually for Mattel Jurassic stuff, but I really just don't have time like I used to. So category number 1, which toy is more affordable, just head to head for Batman's. This toy is like $20. This toy I believe is like $8. Which toy is more affordable? Bam, of course the little guy head to head are going to be more affordable on all of them. Which toy is more available? Spinmaster stuff is. McFarlane stuff is a little bit harder to find. Number 3, which packaging is better designed? It is actually a tie. Both have huge windows you can see inside. Both have pretty cool aesthetics. The Multiverse, the McFarlane stuff, has a like comic book background. Looks kind of cool, but the 3 3/4 inch stuff looks just as awesome. The McFarlane one on the back side does look better. You can see a better picture of the toy. And you can also see who's available on the bottom. I love my dioramas. I love my catalogs. McFarlane gets it right on the back side, but the back side of the Spinmaster one's still nice. It has the card reader and multilingual packaging. Obviously you can't put as much information as you could with a 7-inch figure. So let's unbox these guys. Which one is easier to open?
since this is a blister, I like don't want to ruin it, but like I feel like you have to. All right, so that one has been unboxed. Here's the Riddler card or whatever this is. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Evidence of what? Accessories. I love toys. So that little guy was kind of difficult to unbox, as are most little blister bubble packagings. This guy, we're gonna, I think, open at the top here. And boom. Oh wait, there's one more here at the middle. So here we go, we're gonna unbox this guy. I'm assuming it's gonna be a lot easier. Ooh, something that kind of sucks is that the stand and the card are actually, I don't know if you can tell here, there's plastic like blister bubble that is wrapped on the cardboard. So if you want to take this card out, take the stand out, you're gonna ruin the back of the packaging, like I'm about to do this right now. This is a really cool background if you want to somehow like place the figure inside of it, but let's do it. Let's unbox this guy. And so if you actually open it, you can see it's torn a little bit, but it still looks not too bad. For getting ahead of myself for the next category for versus, which is can you put it back in the packaging. But yeah, both of these you can put back in the package. They're gonna look obviously not the greatest, but you can put them back in the bubble and put them back inside the boxes. Here's his grappling gun. He has a rubber cape, very heavy. And this right here, his waist actually, it's just tabbed in. It's not tied in. So he still should be able to kind of fit in. This is actually a quite impressive figure. I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, you should be able to put both of them back in the packaging. So that's like number 5. So officially for number 4, which one's easier to open? It's definitely the McFarlane one. So let's just quickly look at this guy and just figure him out. This does remind me of NECA, which is not the best thing to remember your toys by, but McFarlane has kind of always been that way. This cape is very heavy. It's a heavy rubber. Let me just see if I can put him in the box standing without the stand, and yeah, he does. So now I don't know why, but like all the Batman figures from the McFarlane line, like, or at least I think actually maybe almost all of the McFarlane figures, no, not Catwoman, but for some reason Batman is like looking over to his left. It looks kind of cool, but at the same time I wish it wasn't like that. I wish this cape also was a cloth instead of a rubber, but yeah, there's like a decent amount of articulation with him, which is pretty nice, including a toe. So that's kind of cool. But it comes with only this one accessory, which I guess, interesting enough, he has a peg for his hand. He doesn't have to like grip it, I guess, per se. He just has it like that. Just do like boom. The next category is which toy looks like the character they represent. Obviously, it is the 7-inch figure. It is a lot easier to represent a figure if you have more space to work with. This figure, though, it looks pretty good. Like, I don't know if you can pick it up and be like, it's Robert Pattinson's Batman. His chest is a little bit too big of a piece for an accessory, so it doesn't really help him out. Because, like, you know, what particular differences does he have? He has definitely the leg straps. Don't remember any other Batmans really had that. Maybe the shoulder guards, but distinguishing this Batman versus like other Batman toys, not sure. The logo looks kind of similar, but if you look at it on, you know, this Robert Pattinson Batman or McFarlane figure, this definitely looks more like Robert Pattinson and the Batman. You can see the logo is a little thinner, more like the Arkham Knight series, the video games. You can see his gauntlets here. That was very distinguished. That is Batman's gauntlets, and here it's like harder to tell. They're there, but they're not painted silver, so it's actually quite nice. So yeah, obviously the 7-inch line is gonna look more like the character that represents pretty much with all the toys. And I'm going into the next one, which toy has better detailing in the sculpt. Obviously, also the 7-inch scale has more detailing in the sculpt. Next one is which has the better paint job. Again, 7-inch scale, you see gauntlets, so better paint job on the bigger guy. Which has better material quality. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, like weighing of the scales and stuff, but this 3 3/4 inch figure, he's built pretty well. Now, I'm not a fan of the hip joints. They're kind of loose. They're not as loose as like the Mattel Jurassic guys, but the knee, pretty solid. Shoulder is also a little bit loose like the legs, so I would worry about that over time getting looser. But the elbow seems fairly fine. It does feel like it's a better plastic quality than the Mattel Jurassic stuff. Probably akin to the Star Wars 3 3/4 inch guys. This guy, obviously, way better build quality. Lots of plastic in here. Quite nice articulation. It does not really feel like a NECA toy, like it'll break on you. Haven't had a NECA toy in a while, so I don't know if they've improved their quality or not. Don't really want to try and find out. Yeah, like everything, like joint-wise, feels pretty nice. I don't think they're as nice joint-wise, like these double hinges, as the newer post 2017 Hasbro offerings. What's he saluting the crowd? I feel like the post 2017 Hasbro offerings for their Star Wars and their Marvel 6-inch stuff is really nice joint-wise, but this is really close. This is definitely better than Mattel 6-inch or so stuff before they lost the license. But some of it does feel NECA-y, like maybe it's just like rubbery here, but that's better than maybe the plastic that NECA uses. But better material quality. It's tough, but I'm gonna go with the 7-inch. The 3 3/4 inch material quality for the figure actually is quite nice though. Which toy is easier to play with? Now, the 7-inch Batman guy, lots of articulation, lots of posability. He includes his gun, one accessory, not the greatest. However, he does come with a stand. Oh, that's a tight fit, all right. And then his card here is just like I guess a diorama of the toy on the back. Oh my gosh, his real name is Bruce Wayne. Yeah, just showing off really quickly, I guess a synopsis of the character with the film. And then, yeah, there's no like stand or anything to put like the card behind or in front or anything. I remember when the Lego basketball guys, when they came out, they had like the basketball card behind the minifig on a stand. It was actually kind of cool, but that's what's included with him. He includes the cloth cape, very nice. You can be flying through the air and lots of playability with the kids there. Extra chest piece, batarang. He does not come with a batarang. The batarang is in his chest in the film, but no batarang for him. This kind of sucks. Comes with it for the 3 3/4 inch. And then he's got his little grapple gun. It's red for some reason, but here it's black. Obviously, it's more accurate here. Which toy is easier to play with? I'm probably gonna have to go with the 3 3/4 inch because it comes with more accessories, having that extra batarang. So it's like, do you want the stand and a card, or do you want more toys? But this is still very nice, but this guy wins out that category. So which is more interactive than the other? That's tough. I want to say it's like a tie. Lots of articulation here. Decent amount of articulation for 3 3/4 inch. Does it even have wrist swivels? I don't think it does. No, it does not have a wrist hinge either. But more accessories, more articulation. What would you like to have in a toy? I want to say the 3 3/4 inch wins on this, but I'm gonna go with actually a tie here. Technically, which one wins? That is a tough one. Do you want to play with your toy, or do you want to take pictures of the toy? Do you want to make a toy movie? That'll be coming up for the Batmobile stuff, because it's a lot easier to have a toy like that with a bunch of accessories like police cars and all kinds of things. And him, he's just kind of, it would look really cool on a desk. Very tough to say which one wins. Honestly, I would say kind of right now, it's a tie. Oh, and also the little evidence, little like 3D card. Oh, wow, look at that. That's cool. Really don't know what it is. It almost looks like one of those like, not Etch-a-Sketch, but it was like one of those like kaleidoscope looking things that you would, in the 90s, you would spin a bunch of stuff around. But evidence, I mean, you can see the evidence through the card, so it actually might not be that, great of an execution of accessory. Because you can see the car. Well, actually, there's more detail, I think. Let me see here. My fingers are too big. Yeah, it just shows more detail of the front end and stuff. So I guess it does kind of work. You can see that on camera. But cool play stuff for kids. Maybe the 3 3/4 inch is more interactive. All right, so this next one we're gonna have Bat Cycle versus Bat Cycle. We have the 3 3/4 inch here on the left, the 7-inch here on the right. This guy is, I believe, an MSRP of $30. This is a MSRP of $15. Comes with a muddy bike and a like battle damaged Batman. If you want the bike, I believe, non like battle damaged or like with, you know, dirt and stuff on it, yeah, I think you can get it with the play set with the Penguin and the Batcave. But I just got this because it was $15 just to, you know, for the video. And I saw this and I heard that it was kind of rarish, so we're gonna unbox this, and it's gonna be very tough because I believe this has some of the packaging with the plastic strings that's gonna be hard to put back in the box. But I think we're gonna, for the most part, kind of skip out on the rest of the packaging stuff. It seems that, you know, you already know that this box right here can put stuff back in. This box probably can put stuff back in, but I'm just gonna pretty much unbox it and then discuss the toys when we open them. But the back of that package looks really cool. And it comes with 2 batarangs and then like a gauntlet. Oh, this comes with a stand too. Very nice. This, I'm assuming it comes with a stand. It might not. Huh. Oh, there's more tape. This is really cool, just really quickly. The red and the rain backdrop. Pretty dope packaging on the inside. All this you can put back in the package. Oh, it looks like the stand is just like a kickstand. But bike. Love to see it. Kind of cool. Does this turn? No, that's kind of disappointing. But kickstand it up. Now this Batman versus this Batman, that has like hooks on the cape. Not gonna show off because I believe it's the same gauntlet. Yeah, it is. So 2 extra batarangs and a gauntlet. Not gonna worry about the rest of that. This I'm a little worried about, that you can't put it back in the box.
We're gonna find out here soon.
But yeah, once again, it has the diorama a little bit and some catalog of some guys. Very nice. I bumped the camera. Not so nice. What the heck is that right there? I have to find out. Once again, that's blistered on there. There is a stand, like a really nice stand right there. We're gonna just not cut myself. I should just had scissors. You know what? This will be just fine because this sits in pretty well. The packaging is quite great. It'll be fine. Will this stay on? No. So I think it'll be needing this stand. But this is a quite impressive bike. It turns. It's very nice rubber tires. Just off the bat. Let's open this dude. Show off the card as well. Don't think the 3 3/4 inch Bat Cycle came with a card. And what the heck is this? This is a hand. Alright. Once again, the comic book background, pretty cool. Interesting, they have a hand. Probably because this is flat. So you just like take it out. Let's see. Alright, there it is. Take the hand off. The Batman. It's kind of tiny, but it is what it is. So just looking at the bike, ignore the mud splatters for the paint job. It's painted quite well. The only crappy part really is this bottom area, showing off the trademark or whatnot information. But there's nice silvers, and it goes into like a darker, like black brown, gray. And up here it's faded a lot. Really nice detailing with the textures there, as a box makes a classic cracking noise. Something that kind of does stink is there's no like turnability here with the front steering. Silver there for the piping, very nice. Gray, like a matte gray for the seat cushion. But just a light for the front of the cycle. And that's kind of it as I drop it. Pretty decent paint job for a 3 3/4 inch vehicle, mini vehicle subclass. Yeah, not bad, but this guy, holy smokes, this is impressive. One ups the paint job for the piping. Have like even like a copperish there with the silver, and then it goes into the black. Silver right here, silver for this brake, silver for the pipes, for the steering. Very well painted. Down here, some brush strokes for silver. Tires are like a rubber. Really awesome. This back tire is bigger than the front tire. This guy is the same, so that's nice. Flipping it over, the seat cushion is not like a crazy gray. That's more of a black. Don't know which is more authentic or real to the movie. Assuming it's this one. Really cool that it steers. The handles here break and whatnot. Painted silver, pretty nice and awesome. Got the gear here for the bike. Does this have that? Yeah, it does. This is quite an impressive vehicle, even on the bottom, painted. Really nice detailing. Obviously, this is better detailing. This is cooler because it steers. Comes with the stand. This is a built-in stand. The light also more authentic rather than just a bright yellow. Maybe bright yellow for the kids and whatnot. One kind of sad thing as I was getting my product shots of this guy's B-roll. This right here is like rubber for the handle, and his side view mirror is like really warped. So it obviously looks a little bit uneven, but you can see how like bowing away that is. That kind of sucks. But one thing to note, this bike is not perfect. So this is a tough one. Obviously, which one looks better film accurate wise? 7-inch scale is which has better detailing. 7-inch scale, which has better paint job. 7-inch scale. However, the 3/3-inch, a 3 3/4 inch scale is quite nice. Better build material. You know, this is quite nice. It's a very nice plastic. It's hard. I don't think the kids are going to break that very easily. This, you know, the rubber here, kind of disappointing. But the build quality is quite nice. There is a rubber tire for the front and the back. I think even is this a rubber for the piping on the sides for the exhaust? But the build quality here is quite nice as well. So it's almost a tie, but I have to give it for the 3 3/4 inch because of the bowing. Handles here for the bike for the 7-inch version. Which one, I guess, is easier to play with? It's roughly a tie. But I do think that the one here for the 7-inch might be a little bit better because it does have that steering ability. It really doesn't mean much or do anything, but because kids can still have Batman here and just like manually steer him, just picking up their hand like so. But 7-inch scale does win because it does have that steering ability. Which one's more interactive? Probably the 7-inch, but the 3 3/4 inch is just as fine. Which one wins? I think the 7-inch wins. However, it's the only vehicle available. If you have, you know, all the 3 3/4 inch stuff, it makes no sense to not get this and get that, you know. So just if you're buying the 3 3/4 inch stuff, just get this guy so you can still have him with the police cars and Selena Kyle's bike and whatnot. All right, so we have to put on the Batman figures. Obviously, in the movie, he doesn't have little hooks for his cape to hook onto the body. But it's nice that it's included. It does have, you know, battle damage compared to the regular version. I'm assuming the regular version is just fine too. We're gonna take off that. Same articulation, so it should be okay if I just have this regular version on here. So there it is with just the cape, the regular Batman, and it looks pretty cool. All right, there's the Batman on the 7-inch. It looks better, I think, on the 3 3/4 inch. He looks like just more natural. It looks like he fits on it quite well. It's not like awkward. The 7-inch one, it doesn't look too bad, but it just looks, I don't know, like he's not really riding it very well. I really can't like position him anymore because of the footrest is right there, whatnot. Maybe you can do like this, I don't know, but still, it's a little better, I suppose. Honestly, now that I have a side view here, I think it's the cape. You can see that the cape here, it can just like go down because it's cloth and whatnot. You can go to the side. This looks worse because the cape is just so stiff and just like lays and doesn't really like help him. But his posture also is not as good as this one. I don't know if I can like somehow make him more like upright. Maybe it'll look better. But that looks a little bit better, I suppose. Yeah, the 3 3/4 inch one still looks better with Batman on the bike. However, if you really just bought this bike just to have Batman on it, if you're like a collector, whatnot, I mean, it still looks rather decent. I mean, it just doesn't look as good as it should, probably. All right, Penguin versus Penguin. Hamas. I can't even do it. My voice is that raspy. How you doing, sweetheart? Hamas. That's a little better. So we're gonna skip the packaging stuff because you already know the ordeal. So let's just take a look at both figures side by side. All right, we have our two penguins unboxed. They look quite different. If you look at this figure, I mean, you really can't tell me that this looks 100% like the Penguin from the Batman. And then this one, obviously, you can tell that it is, you know, Colin Farrell and crazy makeup. One thing I don't like about the McFarlane one, it totally looks like an older McFarlane figure, a NECA figure. The face sculpt looking more like a clay than like a plastic. Never been a fan of that with NECA. This reminds me of like I think it's a 4.25 inch scale wrestling figures from Hasbro from the early 90s. Kind of reminds me of like a Yokozuna or something, with a big corpulent belly. But there's actually a really good amount of articulation here. There's even like a thigh swivel. It's quite nice. You compare it to the McFarlane one, pretty much the whole costume is, you know, the trench coat and whatnot, and the articulation outside of the shoulder, like the elbow, is it's very hard. It's both a good and bad thing. There's like a little string on there. This one in particular almost like doesn't want to move at all, like it's stuck. But maybe it needs like the good old hair dryer trick. But you know, the wrists do move on a swivel. Don't think the wrists move here. Rubber coat, good and bad, because it does feel awesome. It does look like it's been rained on, like in the film, which is quite nice. The legs, you really cannot sit. There is toe articulation for his shoes, looking very penguin-like shoes. But I believe, is this like a hinge for the knee? Is a single joint knee? It looks like it is. But man, I can't even move it at all, and I'm probably gonna break it if I do. So the articulation on this guy, very disappointing. The articulation is better for the 3 3/4 inch scale stuff. So he has very limited posability. He comes with 2 extra accessories. So he comes with the pointer finger hands. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a gun or something. Then he has like a fist for his right hand, instead of having like a ability to hold something, which he has like nothing to hold. Like, he doesn't have the accessories like the 3 3/4 inch one does. Like the 3 3/4 inch one, he has his little briefcase here that opens, and there's money inside. That is freaking dope. That's included in the film. I think he had the umbrella in the film. I don't really remember, but included umbrella. Obviously a huge trait of the Penguin, as well as like red looking, almost looks like a taser gun. It doesn't look like a regular gun, but he does shoot a gun in the movie. So that's pretty dope. Lots of cool accessories here, as well as the card, which is, I guess it looks like the city, Gotham. And then you open it up. So that one looks like it's better than the Batman one card. You can see that better. So cool role play, I guess, accessory for kids. Sucks that this is not included with the trench coat. I think maybe his first scene in the nightclub, he doesn't have a coat on, but I think in every other scene he has his coat on. Obviously the movie's not released yet. This is prior to going back onto HBO Max. This is more of like his iconic The Batman look, so this doesn't look as good. I think this figure just overall wins. It's got better articulation, doesn't look as good obviously, but lots of cool accessories, great playability for kids. Once again, if you're looking just for like a guy to stand, not really much posability, not really much playability, 7-inch McFarlane is your guy. 3 3/4 inch is better for like toys and playability and whatnot. With Batman, you just have like Batman just boom. I don't know. I used to play with wrestling toys all the time as a kid. I still have them for my future kids, but like you can just like do some cool stuff. Oh snap! Here's a body slam for y'all. Like if I had Batman try to play with the Penguin. I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is a lot of fun for the views, for the videos, for the people, for the information. As Batman's hand is stuck on. There we go. Oh, his hand came off. Kind of need that, I guess. Here we go. I think, is this the hand? I'll just put that back because this is the hand that we need for the Gatling gun. So, Will Smith. Oh, he's got his like crouching tiger, hidden dragon thing going on. Boom. I forget what move this is called. It's like maybe a Taka Michinoku driver. Yeah, the rubber cape kind of prohibits like playability. His rubber trench coat kind of prohibits the movability and stuff. So like, he really can't like fight him, and like he can't just like hit him back or I don't know. Definitely the toys are more 3 3/4 inch are more toys, and then these are more like adult collectibles. Not as much playability with them. So if you're a parent looking to buy stuff, Already I can tell you that the 3 3/4 inch stuff is probably your best option. And here is the Penguin card. Very dark. He is holding something. Looks like he's holding his penguin cane, but that's not included in this box. So yeah, he's holding a cane right there. Let's see, just beep. It's super dark, but he's holding a cane. Very odd, because I think the Riddler comes with this tape. Now it just comes with the let's go sideways here. This little carpenter nabble tool, whatever or not. It doesn't come with tape like in the diorama, but kind of disappointing. It doesn't come with umbrella, but it is what it is. All right, now it's Catwoman versus Catwoman time. Now, there is a unmasked version of Catwoman that's McFarlane. It's not exactly the same like head sculpt or character costume as the Spinmaster one. The unmasked McFarlane, I believe, is like her like ski mask head, cloth being like rolled up and like not completely unmasked like the Spinmaster one, but just I digress. So let's unbox them and take a look at which one's better. I was marking out because of the gloves with like the 90s Batman toys from the Tim Burton films. Like I think Batman Returns had a bunch of like build your own like figure type of deal accessories, kind of like the bat shield for this chest piece for the Batman. I was really looking forward to these gloves, like putting over her hand, but like there's pegs on them here, and I'm kind of confused. I don't know what to do. Where's the accessories? I don't know, like how the heck am I that dumb? Like her whip obviously would just go in her hand like this, so she can hold the whip just fine, but like how the heck did you put the gloves on? I don't know. I have no freaking idea. I think it's too big to hold. Even so, it'd be like freaking awkward. It'd be like this. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't like looked at other people's reviews or anything of it, and there's like no instructions. Doesn't really say. But that's kind of disappointing. I thought it was a glove, but it comes with a knife, like a little silver knife. I don't really remember her having a knife in the movie, but I may be wrong. But the likeliness is here. Looks like Catwoman from the Batman. Pretty good job. Not a fan of like the bow-leggedness, maybe for her stance purposes. I know she is, but like Catwoman's supposed to have like a wide stance, you know, whatnot. Supposed to be striking people with the whip or whatever, but I'm still just not a fan of it. For being as thin as it is, it's actually quite sturdy. Obviously the shoulder hinge is not the greatest, but the elbows are very tight. Kind of hard to move, so hopefully a kid doesn't really like go crazy and break it. The knee joint is a lot smoother. It's still sturdy. The hips are actually quite nice. The hips are actually tighter on this figure than the Batman, which is quite nice. And there's a thigh swivel. It's really cool. Little paint for a silver belt. This figure is intriguing because when I unboxed this, I got really excited about the gloves. Obviously very disappointed about it now. But here is the card. Catwoman, the Batman. And she's being strung up with some rope around her like leg, which is obviously not included. What's just included is the whip. It looks like in this card that the whip is tied together in like a circle with some rope or something. Is this actually posable, or is this plastic? I'm afraid I'm gonna like break it. It looks like you can tie it together like in the diorama, so that's kind of cool. I don't know how posable this is. Is it like bendy-ish? It's like not, but it is. But anyway, this is Catwoman masked. Something really cool about this figure is the fact that the texturing of the figure is like, it looks like a leathering type of texture, and it actually kind of feels really cool. This is probably one of the coolest like looking feeling figures. Like you have really good texturing there for the back. The rest of it isn't as detailed, but this part right here in the middle, it's like a different type of like texturing and leathering, I guess, of the figure. It's really cool. One of the freaking coolest feeling figures. It looks like a leather type of deal. Also really dope is that underneath the mask, she's painted her skin color instead of just having like a black or something. So that's really nice that they put like a sculpt over her mask, and then underneath is still like her head sculpt, so it's actually quite nice. Obviously a lot of articulation, you know, chest swivel. There's a nice hinges for the arms, elbows move, double jointed, very nice. Knees double jointed, very nice. A little bit of a toe. Toe's very loose. I think they've been loose on all the McFarlane figures. Hips, pretty flexible. Also hinges. You can hear the hinge clicks. They can sit down. Pretty nice. This is a nice figure. Obviously, it kind of sucks that it's masked. Really can't tell her completely that it's Catwoman, because I think she's only been masked in maybe the first scene when she's robbing the mayor's office. Besides that, I think pretty much every scene she's like this without the mask. And the McFarlane one, unmasked, is like not as good as the 3 3/4 inch one. So here's Catwoman holding the whip. It's kind of loose in her hand. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or whatnot, but kind of sucks to, like, you know, pose her and whatnot if the whip is not gonna like hold really correctly in her hand. That might be the, nope, it's still loose. Yeah, I don't know. It really sucks. I don't know if mine's like a faulty whip, but one of her hands is a fist. The other one's just straight up the open hand to hold the whip with, so that kind of sucks. This figure's, it texture-wise, awesome, but in the articulation, very nice and sturdy, but it kind of sucks. I don't know what's up with the gloves, but like this figure like looks like her, and it's pretty awesome. So that's actually quite cool. And since we're, I guess, on the topic of Catwoman, we can show off the Catwoman bicycle, or the cat bike, or whatever you want to call it, because I bought that set over here, and this one. So that's Selena Kyle's bike. It's a little bit smaller than, of course I don't have it in the vision. It's a little bit smaller than Batman's bike, because we're gonna just, I guess, show off that really quickly. We can show off Selena Kyle on the bike, because there is no Selena Kyle bike for the 7-inch scale, so we're just gonna unbox that real quickly. Just right off the bat, something super freaking cool that comes with the Selena Kyle set is that she has a helmet and the visor goes up. That is so freaking cool. Oh, I love that. Obviously, she wasn't this badly damaged in the movie, so you can just use, you know, that version. And of course, I'll find out just for the people that this helmet should work, and it does. That is freaking awesome. And there you have it, Batman and Catwoman on the bikes, and looks pretty cool. Obviously, for playability for kids, awesome. We'll take a look at her bike itself. This one does not have any sort of battle damage like this one does, or, you know, dirts and whatnot. But tires move. Once again, back tire bigger than the little tire. Something I noticed, that this is like a kind of loose. That one not so bad. This one I don't think is like that at all. Nope, that one's a little bit tighter. So that's a little bit worse quality. That kind of moves individually from itself rather than being on a tighter axis. But an okay amount of paint, kind of basic, just black and grays. Not as detailed as this guy with the silver for the exhaust pipes. Also, there's no paint for the seat cushion, but there might not be any. Might be just black. I do believe she is missing on the front here, because I think she had a headlight in the movie. So it is missing a headlight. But it's Catwoman's bike. She has a bike with Batman. You know, kids can play with it. Pretty awesome to include. There is no 7-inch Batwoman, geez Louise. There's no Catwoman 7-inch bike from McFarlane, so this is your only option. Awesome that it comes with a motorcycle helmet, so kind of a cool Selena Kyle Chase playset. Then, of course, quickly here is just a shot of the battle damaged 2 with this set. And so, you know, Batman here versus the Batman with his own bat cycle. They are different. It's not like it's completely the same. I want to even say the grays of his bat suit are like a little bit more of a blue tint versus more, I want to say, like a greenish tint maybe of the gray here on the right hand side. But you can see the scratches and damage and stuff is different, not just different colors and different areas and whatnot. So kind of cool. Okay, so like this last bonus round is kind of not that fair, because we have on the right here the Riddler. On the left here we have the cop car with Batman and Lieutenant Gordon. And then also at the end, we're gonna have a super bonus round with the Batmobile. So for some reason, there is no Riddler 3 3/4 inch scale figure. At least at the time of this video, there might be like a wave 2 or something. I kind of doubt it, but I feel that, you know, I'm just assuming and playing a guessing game here. I assume that Spinmaster or maybe Warner themselves, they looked at the Riddler and saw that he looked like the Zodiac Killer, essentially, and they didn't want him in a 3 3/4 inch scale for little kids to play with. So I'm assuming that's why we don't have a 3 3/4 inch Riddler. They've been kind of showing off the more rotund Penguin as the main villain, even though the Penguin didn't really do much. It's mostly the Riddler as the main villain. But here we have a play set, essentially. Bunch of accessories, 2 figures, an exclusive Gordon figure in that playset with the cop car, and then of course the Riddler. So I think first off, we're gonna just unbox the Riddler and take a look at the Riddler. All right, so I have Paul Dano's Riddler here. Probably the greatest / scariest entrance for a villain or a Batman villain at minimal. You know, obviously Bane's was pretty awesome in Dark Knight Rises. The Joker with the bank heist in the Dark Knight was pretty dope, but this was like super like scary and frightening the way that Matt Reeves filmed this guy. Super rubber, soft rubber, like coat. It's like a different piece here for the Riddler sign, kind of cool. I did not really notice his head being kind of like saran wrapped or something. Very odd looking, but obviously he looks like the Zodiac Killer from the, I believe it was, what, the 60s. He's got his glasses on. Apparently people have been saying that the Riddler's glasses are the same exact glasses that Jim Carrey's Riddler had in, I believe it was Batman Forever. So it's a fun fact if that is true. Comes with a stand, comes with his little carpenter tool, uses it to kill people essentially. And also one other thing, I won't say if you've not seen the movie, so I guess put this in here really quickly. Double jointed elbows are super freaking tight. This guy is like super stiff. Will this even freaking fit in here? You can see that it's bending. Come on, guy. Oh, those fingers are super freaking tight. There we go. All right, he's got his murder weapon. But you've also noticed tape is a huge ordeal with the Riddler. And this card shows off that he has tape with the figure. Does not come with tape. Once again, accessory included in the diorama that is not included with the fig. Kind of sucks. But his jacket kind of prohibits articulation from sitting down, but he does have double jointed knees. He does, for his boot, have a little bit of toe articulation. Also a ball jointed swivel almost on all of these, including Catwoman. For the feet, the head doesn't really move much, probably because of the rubber of both under his mask here and then his jacket. Kind of a disappointing figure. It looks really cool, but if he's just like standing there, like he really doesn't do much playability wise. Yeah, it kind of stinks, but it looks really cool. It's probably the best looking out of all of them. Maybe Catwoman's up there as number 2. Batman could have been like a little bit better. Obviously the Penguin's probably the worst one, but this one's probably the best looking one. It looks really good. So I'm gonna set him aside, and this is gonna be fun because I love play sets and stuff. Something really disappointing though, there's no doors for the cop car. It's all molded to be a top front release. Like that is super disappointing. So quickly, so I don't have to unbox the accessories, it looks like it comes with the Batman chest piece and an extra batarang, and then his gauntlet gun if you bought the regular Batman. I don't think you need this one at all because it comes with all that stuff, so that's actually a nice bonus. Also includes like the Penguin's gun and Selena Kyle's knife, so that's really nice. That includes like all that stuff. And of course I already unboxed Gordon. Does he look like Jeffrey Wright? He actually does. The render on the back did not look like him at all. That Gordon likeliness looks pretty sick for a 3 3/4 inch figure. You know, got his suit down, his face looks pretty cool. That's a nice looking fig, and it's, you know, pretty sturdy. It looks like he has some kind of like hip articulation, but he doesn't. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna sit in his cop car just fine. But getting the cop car out of here might be a problem. Oh wait a minute, we might be okay. We might be okay. We might be okay. All right, let's see here. Yeah, cool. So we're just gonna cut this. Alright, we might be in business here. Because these you can put back on. So here's the Gotham City police car. I just have Batman on his bike here. I might as well just take him off so we can maybe throw him in the car too, even though we don't really need to. I can put the Penguin in. He can be in the back seat. We'll see if that'll fit. To my knowledge, I do not believe that we have had a Batman City or a Gotham City police car as a toy. So I don't know if this is the very first one or not, but looks like a cop car. All the wheels roll. Not that tight, but it moves. It's just not as smooth maybe as it should be. You can't really see in the sides. I believe this is glass you can see in the front as well as the back. So you can see through there, but oh yeah, you can't see through the sides. I thought it was just like a sticker or something, so that's cool. So I'm assuming you just pick up the front. Oh, there's a little latch here for the front. Boom. Oh, okay, so it's only a T-print. Why does this look like it's been used? Look at that. I'm afraid to touch it. Let's just look at real quickly the detailing here on the dash. There's a molded police radio. You have seats. You have the steering wheel. It's kind of like basic. No real paint there, but it looks okay. Let's put Gordon in. Boom, Gordon fits in. Well, I'll put Batman shotgun, even though obviously he doesn't need to come in the cop car, but yeah, maybe it's one of the new movies he does. Just seeing if it closes, and it does, and they fit inside there. That's kind of cool. And then see if you want to like arrest Penguin or something, throw him in the back seat. Can you? Doesn't look like it. Kids want to like shove figures. Not really. What really stinks is they probably could have, but you see this back seat. This is molded completely down. So an option could be maybe this way. No. You might be able to do it like that. You might be able to cram it in there for have someone in the back seat arrested. But Spinmaster, if you're listening, that'd be cool if you would have had that somehow included. Kind of stinks. But this tab here on the bottom is for, I believe, these two as well here. 1, 2, 3. For the white little bits to go in and lock. Yeah, the bottom detailing is decent. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing that you can't put anybody in the back seat, but even more so disappointing that you can't open the frickin' doors. You do it from the front. That kind of blows. But really cool that there is a cop car. There is a Gordon figure. That's awesome because Gordon is really prevalent in the film. He's in it a lot. He's probably in it more than like Catwoman and the Penguin. Surprised he has an exclusive set figure, not just his own figure. But yeah, the car is kind of disappointing, but it is a car. The grand finale, the Batmobile, electronic vehicle, absolutely incredible in the film. Comes with a Batman figure. Try me mode. Obviously, it sounds way better in the movie. Also, none of that was in the movie. That sounds like it was, but the like the really those like car crash sound effects. Jurassic Park compound secure. Dilophosaurus attacking. Blah, blah. That's try me mode. Maybe there's a different mode we can see. It looks like Batman. Looks like Batman is included. Does not come with a cape, so that's interesting. But open style packaging, not a fan of that at all. Try to get one from the back. The kids don't touch and destroy. But this one also has lights, not just the sounds. So yeah, let's unbox this guy. I am looking forward to this. It looks like you're supposed to kind of take him out from the bottom, but I think I'm just gonna maybe try just doing it right here. We'll see if this will work well. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. All right, well, let's try just move it this way. Comes with a huge pamphlet. Size like a book. Damn. Turn on, number 1. 2, put the Batman in. 3, push down for lights and sounds. The engine button. Then you can roll for different lights and sounds. That's pretty cool. Takes some AAA batteries. 3 of them on the bottom. So yeah, that is the instructions. It's the biggest freaking instructions I've seen since probably the 90s. But yeah, got your tabs here on the bottom. Kind of just unlock the car. Should be unlocked now. Yep. Sweet. And the Batman, I don't know if I wanted to take him out, but he does not look like he has a cape. But I don't think that should be a problem. We're gonna find out here in 3 seconds. So we're gonna just put Batman in. He fits. It's not like perfect or anything, but this car is impressive. This is a decent heft to it. The tires are rubber. That's awesome. I don't know if I'm really a big fan of having the nitrous permanently there, but yeah, is there a difference between? Let's see if that's the difference from the try me mode. Oh wow, cool. The back engine's on, or that light's on. That's dope. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna put Gordon in here. Ryan shotgun. So that's pretty dope. Now, oh, that's so cool. It revs up the engine if you have it like the on mode. That's sick. This toy frickin' rocks. Like, you can do so many things with it. Obviously, it's already on. It didn't need to restart itself, but I'm gonna turn off the lights here. See if we can capture what the lights look like. That's pretty cool. Like, you can see it through like the hood vents, and then also the front grille. I'm trying to ascertain which triggers the sound effects. Is it the back wheels? Okay, maybe not. And it's the front wheels. Really? Huh. Or if it's triggered motion on the bottom? Huh. Now the nitrous has been ignited. That's cool. I'm gonna put the lights back on. This toy is well made. Lots of cool electronics. I'm gonna turn it off, I think. Off is in the middle. And then try me's on the number 2 here. Left-hand side. Awesome that the doors swing open. One kind of crappy thing is these doors are a little wobbly. It seems that on all the units here, the way it's designed, the plastic, maybe it's the hinge or something. Maybe it warps a little bit. You see it moving. That's a little wonky, but besides that, the build quality of this is freaking awesome. It's more of a softer plastic. Make sure you try to get the best one as possible in the store because, you know, open packaging, people are going to touch it a lot. It kind of sucks that the nitrous is permanently there. However, it is cool that another freaking string, crazy. It is cool that the nitrous is included, especially with the lighting effects. The tires are rubber. The engine itself here in the back, not the best sculpting, but it is a toy. And the toy is awesome as a toy. It fits 2 figures. You can see within there the figures themselves. Really cool amount of sound effects and lighting effects. The front axis wheels don't really move too much back and forth on the axle here. Bottom, okay, detailing, you really don't need that. That's where the capacity is for the batteries. The stand here to step into the car, very nice. This toy is pretty sick. So yeah, my two favorite items from the lines are the Batman figure for the McFarlane and then the Batmobile for the Spinmaster. Which toy line is better? If you're a kid, obviously get the 3 3/4 inch line. If you're an adult collector, the 3 3/4 inch line is still pretty awesome. This car is incredible. There probably will never make a 7-inch scale McFarlane Batmobile from the Batman, so you might be SOL for that. But this Batman figure is really nice. It kind of sucks he's moving that way or looking that way. The cape kind of stinks, being very thick and rubber, and he falls down a lot. He really needs his stand. Also, if you notice the stand itself, like, it's not very centered. But I'm really impressed with the Batmobile. I think the Batmobile, honestly, might be my favorite toy out of all these. I thought I would like this the most and put this guy on my desk. And I still might get like the figure arts one that was just announced. But I feel like I kind of want to put this guy like on like a bookcase or something and have him like displayed, because it's such a cool freaking toy. And it might be my favorite toy out of all these, which I kind of expected, but I kind of didn't. I felt like that one might have been my favorite. Now it's actually jumped to number 2, or jumped down to number 2. Yeah, that's the comparison as much as possible without the unmasked Catwoman from McFarlane and the Batcave play set. If you're a kid watching this above the ages of 13 and you want a lot of like cool like toys to play with from the Batman vehicles and all that, obviously definitely get the 3 3/4 inch line. Very awesome stuff. McFarlane for stuff on display, not so much posability, but the figures look decent if you just want them on the shelves. For display as a collector, they're fine. If you want to do like toy photography, you might be let down from the posability from the figures themselves, kind of joints that don't move, or they have rubber that prohibits them. So just be wary of that. The posability for the 3 3/4 inch line is a lot better. Yeah, I love the 3 3/4 inch line. I think in this versus we might have ourselves a winner. More vehicles, a play set. The figures look pretty decent, and the Batmobile kicks a lot of butt. So thank you everyone for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Godspeed. The Stage 4 Act Humanoid, because I have an extra one already set up, but I just bought the Act 5 because I feel